Well, hello there, and welcome to this month's craft. This craft that I decided to do for this Happy Little Crafts is a little wheel puppet. So cute. So let's just jump right in and get started. So if you come to our library, like you guys already know, we already have little bags made up for you that will have all the supplies or materials that you need. You just have to have a few things at home, but they're pretty common, so it should be good. So once you get your little baggie and the materials that come in it, you're also gonna have to have a pair of scissors, glue stick, and a Sharpie. And then those are like the essential tools that you're gonna need. I also do recommend you have a pencil just for when we are gluing. It'll help. Scrap piece of paper so you don't get glue on everything. And I do recommend having like a heavier object to when we're starting to glue, just to hold down the project. But that's just my opinion. You can decide what you want to do. But let's get started. So first things first, you're gonna have kind of the outline of the puppet. So you have the tail, the body, then this is the base of the body that you're gonna glue on. His little water spout and eyes. So we're gonna start off by cutting out these on here. So it's pretty, simple. Just start cutting it out. So we'll do that. And while I'm cutting out, I'm gonna give you guys some little facts about blue whales. That they have the most massive heart. It's actually the size of a small car. And it beats so loud that it can be heard from 3 kilometers away. It's a pretty great distance. But anyways, as you continue cutting, you're gonna cut out his eyes and the base, which that's what I was just cutting, and his water spout. So you'll have all those 3 should now be cut out. So we're done with that. And then we're gonna cut out his body. Alright, cutting away. Alright. And also the blue whale's heart is as heavy as a small elephant. It's pretty big. Alright, so you're gonna cut that out. it's still drying, but we gave it a little bit of extra time. So then, as you can see, that part I had told you where it had overhang, which I'll lift it up to show you. This little overhang right here, you're gonna apply glue to that, and then you're gonna fold it up. So it is a little more hard, or you might have to give it a little bit of bend before you add the glue, just so that it stays. So just add some glue to that, the like little tongue part of it, and then we're just gonna fold that up, put some pressure on it, get it to stick. You might have to hold it for a couple seconds just so that it stays. All right, it's looking more like a whale. Okay, so that looks pretty good. All right, there we go, it's staying. So now we're gonna just set that a little bit to the side. If you just wanna keep this on there so it stays and doesn't open up. And I guess we'll do this part so it can dry a little bit, and while it's drying, we can add on his eyes. But first is, I would kind of like, we're gonna roll it almost. So if you kind of like maybe like wrap it around your finger so then it kind of gets like a shape to bend it. And so then it has like little dots and lines, so you're just gonna put glue on one of those like little sections, and that's where it's gonna hold it in place. So you kind of just want to like give it a little idea of how it's supposed to lay so that when you do it stays better. But then just add your glue to the one little section. Make sure there's enough on there. You want it to stay. Then press it, and there we go. So I got a little tube. Just have that dry, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Alright, it's looking good. You guys will have to figure out what you're gonna name your whale puppets. I don't know what I'm gonna name mine yet. Alright, so it's dried for a little bit. Keep pressing on it. And what we're gonna do is, there is shorter little line dots on this end. Hopefully you can see that. And we're just gonna take the scissors and cut on those dots. So you'll go all the way around it. Alright. Okay. And then you're going to kind of like bend them out a little bit, because this we're gonna glue. So first, I recommend gluing on the white side of them, just like a quick little touch. And then you're gonna start bending them inside and give them each a little bit of glue so that it's gonna create more of an enclosed tube. So, get some glue. It does get a little messy and sticky. them a nice press. And then make sure it has a little water spout. It's still a little tacky. And this is where I said having a pencil might be good, because then you could press down in there so that it gets like a better, like, hopefully structure. Alright. So now you'll have to take your Sharpie and you're just going to do a smile or whatever facial expression you want them to have. Mine's going to be smiling. Alrighty. We are almost done. And now you should have a popsicle stick in each of your bags. And you're just going to put glue on the end of it, and this is what you're going to be able to hold on to. But make sure you get enough glue on there and it coats it good so that he will stay on it. Alright. And you can just pretty much put that on the bottom, which actually first, before we apply that, you're going to take his tail, and where you kind of see like a line where you had glued this page to this page, you're just going to bend his tail up, like so. Alright, now you can take your popsicle stick and just put it on so it's long enough that you're able to still hold on to it. Alright. Alrighty, I think he is about done, which, like I said, you might have to let him dry for a couple seconds, walk away, clean up your mess. But other than that, well, what do we have here? We have a little whale puppet. Turned out good. So now, like I said, you come to our library. They're already, the bags are already put together with all like the materials you need. You just have to grab some scissors, glue stick, Sharpie, some extra stuff if you want to be a little more prepared, I guess. But that is our final product. Alrighty, well, have fun crafting, and hopefully you guys will stop by our library and check it out.